Last episode, the Orphans sought to finalize their plan to liberate Joey Pulaski from the hands of the loners that the son of the Fixer, a teen calling himself Prodigy, had assembled, using the mysterious drug that grants superpowers and some stolen Stark Tech armor. After meeting with Detective McCarthy and planning to assist his SWAT team in apprehending the kids, the heroes questioned their captive Hornet and took him and the sample of the power-inducing drug back to the House of Ganymede for safekeeping. Colin, our resident shapeshifter, decided to masquerade as the Hornet and placed his helmet on his head and received a major power-up in the process. Turns out the armor was attuned to his web shooters that he had stolen from Peter Parker's apartment, and due to his similar DNA to Spider-Man, now has access to Stark AI, named Karen, as well as the powers the suit grants the wearer. Making their way back to the construction site to confront the loners, Colin reached out to Detective McCarthy to finalize their plans. But after a couple of texts and a phone call, McCarthy didn't answer. Colin ends up using Karen to trace his phone, and the heroes are led to an old nightclub in Hell's Kitchen, where they find the bodies of the Tinkerer and McCarthy on display, with videos of the orphans themselves displayed in everyday activities, some in compromising situations, and a note from the crime lord calling himself the Owl, recommending that they cease their investigations surrounding his machinations in New York. Devastated by the loss of the detective, the heroes still have the issue of liberating Joey and rush to the construction site. Colin does his best Hornet impersonation, and Mr. Cuddlebear influences Joey and Turbo to leave the scene as Malachite and Nyx cause a distraction outside. So, at this point, Prodigy, I think, has been sleep-darted, and Joey and Turbo are attempting to make their escape down the back fire escape as Malachite is being dropped from above by Nyx. And this has now caused a loud explosion in the pit in the center of the construction site. Jackpot and Ricochet have now rushed down the steps and have entered out into the main area there in between the buildings. And Jackpot looks out and goes, "What the hell was that?" And I guess, Dragon, you're probably going to have to take over Malachite again for us, since he's not here.
All right. And so he's the one that just got dropped into the pit?
Yep.
Okay. So who just was jibber-jabbering? Someone just like, oh, Jackpot?
Yeah, Jackpot was just like, what the hell's going on? All she sees at this point is just a huge cloud of dust coming out of that pit from where Malachite landed.
He's got Earth control, right? He's going to end up basically like a runner of Earth that will kind of look like kind of the thing in Tremors towards her, and then kind of shove a pillar that's just
in
basically
memory of Fred Ward.
Yeah, just like right into her gut to try to knock her like up back against the building there.
Okay. Now is he going to physically come after her, or is he sending the dirt in her direction?
He's sending the dirt. He's going to use the geo manipulation.
Okay, gotcha.
She's like, "What the hell is that? It's a bunch of dirt in your face, bitch!" Ow. So I have to roll on his manipulation.
A geoforce.
Geoforce. How about that? It's nice. Ooh, I got a sweet set of dice. It was one of the door prizes too. And this really dope ass card that won't mean anything to people who don't play Magic, but it's cool, trust me. 55 on his remarkable. That's green, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's yellow.
That's green. 57, you said?
55. Yeah, deep green.
Now, he is just moving the earth. He is not actually crawling through, correct?
Right. I didn't want to close the gap. He just wanted to be like a... So, like, basically, if she doesn't see him now, she's just going to get hit with this. So it's kind of almost like a surprise.
Gotcha.
In your face.
All right, I'm going to roll just an intuition for her just to see whether or not she can do anything about it. And that's a white, so she's going to take the full brunt of that, which does remarkable damage, if I remember correctly, right?
If it's the rank, then yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
All right, so... All right, so it hits her. That was a green, correct?
Yeah.
And it knocks her off of her feet, but it doesn't, like throw her back into the building or anything like that. So she takes it like a champ, really, and just kind of stumbles backwards and kind of falls on her ass, but she's not hurt too bad. So that will certainly set off initiative for us. Let me see if I can get everybody in there. I think we do this into combat and empty the tracker, and we'll start up a whole new one here. Cuddle Bear, you're still in the building watching Turbo and Pulaski
I'm
run.
kind of making sure that they get not that I'm escorting them, but I'm kind of just trying to make sure that they get out of there.
Okay, so is your intent to kind of stay with them?
Yeah, at least until like I see them to, I guess, the perimeter. I'll follow them to make sure that nothing kind of happens.
Okay, so I'll include them then on the initiative just to be safe. Okay, so Ricochet goes first, and he jumps back towards the building, bounces off of the machine that had been turned over, if you all recall from the last time, and then bounces down into the pit towards Malachite. And he is going to do a charging attack on him, which is going to put him up to amazing.
Uh-oh. Sorry, dude, I got your character killed.
And he got a 49, so that's a hit. Now, it's the beginning of this round. I know that Malachite already went, but since we just rolled initiative, he kind of had a little bit of a surprise attack there on her, so this is the beginning of the round, so if he wants to roll for multiple actions, he can.
He definitely does. 97 on Incredible.
Yeah, so that would give him 2 extra, so total of 3.
Okay, sweet. So she's coming at him with a charge.
Yes.
He's going to try. Can I try to evade it?
Okay. So
I got a green, just barely green.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so that would be a -2 column shift, so it takes it down to remarkable damage. So that probably doesn't get through his armor, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, he definitely sucks that.
Okay, so yeah, you're good.
Boom. And that's one of his actions.
Yep. And next we go to Spider Wasp.
Righty, I will roll for actions. Comma. Easy. That's a yellow, so that's 3 for me.
Okay.
I'm still in the building going down the hallway, though, correct? With Prodigy over my shoulder.
Yeah, if that's where you want to be, yes. Yeah.
I believe that's where I was, where we ended.
Okay.
I am There were windows, correct?
That's correct.
I'm going to break out one of the windows and zip up to the crane with a web and attach Prodigy to the crane.
Okay.
And that'll be my first action.
Okay. And you did roll multiple?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and just roll an agility then for that, please.
Sure. 73, so.
Okay.
We're good.
Yep. Good enough. All right. So you've got him up on the crane. Mr. Cuddlebear.
Okay. Basically, kind of follow them. Like I said, I'm just going to follow them and to make sure they make it safely to the perimeter and reserve any action for a defensive maneuver.
Okay. Yep. And they are just quickly hurrying down the steps. They stopped for a second to listen to that noise, and Turbo was like, "Come on, let's just get out of here. We'll use this just to disappear."
Okay.
Nyx.
All right, multiple actions. That's on fighting, yes?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's no good. So you get one action at a -4 column shift.
-4?
And I believe that is correct, yes.
Holy shit.
And double check that just to make sure. It's been a little while since somebody rolled a white.
I'm going to have to go buy a whole new set of O-rings if that's the case.
I thought it was -2 columns.
I was gonna say, I feel like
That's what I was hoping for.
we had played it. I feel like we played it at -2 before, yeah.
Yeah. I could be wrong, though.
But if
Big
you wanna-
John's in town, though.
You want to grease them up? I mean,
I'm already greased up.
for me,
Okay,
yeah.
so I found it in the book, and we were both wrong. It's -3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Split the difference.
All right. Well, all right. Still got to go buy new O-rings. So when I have my dark energy solidification, just for the GM, if I have dark energy control and solidification as 2 separate things, would that be 2 actions to summon it around something and then solidify it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's technically kind of like a power stunt. I would
Combining 2 of them.
term it as, but this would be something. I mean, you've proven that you've been able to do it in the past, so yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's like for basic solids, it's a feeble feat to do it. So it's almost like a. But what I want to do is, I guess I would aim for my power summoning to Ricochet, around Ricochet.
Okay.
And then solidify.
Just to encase him and then solidify. Yeah, no, that's fine. Just that would be enough to do 1 action. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm -3.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Karma it is. Hey. 79.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's yellow.
79 becomes
And I
79.
go from amazing to excellent.
Oh shit.
Is that the minus, right? 3. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Damn. So, but still, that's still deep.
it's
1, 2,
yellow.
3. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be yellow. Yep.
But I have to use at least 10, right? Because I called
Yeah.
it.
Yes, that's correct.
That's 89.
Still a yellow.
I could. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should spend it to get
Bump
it
it
red.
to a red. Yeah.
And
What would that do, really? Am I grabbing them and I break them? Or am I grappling where I'd hold them?
Essentially, what you would be trying for right there. Okay, so it would be like a grappling. So, I mean, that would be hold. Yeah, I mean, if you want him completely encased, then yeah, I would say bump it to the red.
Okay. So that would be an extra 6, right? To get it to 90,
96 or
95. Yeah. So 16 karma. All right.
Yeah, you send that at him or form it around him, and like you see him just kind of perk up just half a second before that thing closes, and he goes, shit. And then boop, and then it just encases him.
Got him.
Like he kind of weirdly saw it coming, even though it was just kind of forming out of thin air. You recognized on his face that it was about to happen like a second before it actually did. But he just wasn't fast enough to get out of it.
Wait one on a game. -3. But anyway. All right. And just for clarification, that is not poisoning because it is salt.
Gotcha. And I mean, you can always turn that poisoning on, correct? If you decide that you want to, right?
Well, I just de-solidify it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the inside, so he's like a creamy center.
Ew. All right, so Jackpot's up next. And she is going to go over and grab hold of that turned over piece of machinery and just sling it up towards you, Nyx.
Unix?
Unix.
Okay.
So she got a green to hit. So you may dodge if you so desire.
Oh,
Since
can I?
Since you have an extra action, yes. Mm-hmm.
But I don't have an extra action.
I thought you did. Oh, that's right.
No.
You don't.
Minus
No,
30.
you cannot. So that's going to hit you.
But I was like, yeah.
Okay, that blows. All right, so you
Someone
are
else
take,
is going to get hurt.
Uh-huh. That'll be incredible damage for you.
Remarkable.
Okay, so you can soak 10 of that.
So I'll take 10 points.
Mm-hmm. And if you right-click on your token, and then you can change the number underneath the token. And then
Yep. I can do it on the combat log too.
Okay, yep, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot you can do it there too. Cool. All right. So now, looks like it goes to Malachite.
Alrighty. So he dude came up and tried to bounce him, but didn't do shit. And then now he's encased. And then I just saw the truck go flying over my head, basically from Jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, two can play this charging game, I says. Yeah, his first action was to evade, basically. So action, the second will be charge it. And
that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll get a +1 column shift to his endurance.
All right. And his endurance.
And she cannot dodge. She's going to have to take it.
Ouch.
Okay, so +1 to then his endurance, so that makes it monstrous. I feel like no, I'm not doing it. 70 though. That's definitely shit on fucking monsters. That's yellow. So charging, that's a slam, possible slam,
Mm-hmm.
and it's strength damage, or is it endurance?
Endurance at the +1 column shift.
So yeah, it's 75 damage.
Okay.
And possible slam. I said, goddamn.
Roll her endurance, which is incredible. And it's a white. That's a grand slam.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
And she goes 4 areas back. So
Nice.
you essentially blast her through the door into the building, basically to almost to the back wall of the building.
Lots of space in this bowl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's his. Yeah. So he's got one more action.
Okay. And then that actually should bring us back around to the top. Ricochet doesn't have any more. Spider Wasp, you got another one?
Yeah, I got 2 more actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so Ricochet's in the black ball,
Mm-hmm.
and I just saw
Black
Jackpot get kicked. Yeah, there.
The shit knocked out of him.
Hey Karen,
Yes.
locate all superhero beings in this complex for me.
Yes, Colin. All right.
I am looking for someone hiding. Is there
Okay.
anybody hiding?
All right. I detect a heat signature just across the opposite side of the construction site. Would you like me to highlight him for you?
Yes.
Boop. There it is.
Guy, Nick's desk is right behind you to the south. Karen, take me there.
Did I hear
And
this?
shoot at him with the lasers.
Like, did we get like little earpieces?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
But you don't have the telepathic link up, do you, or did you? I can't remember if we did that or not.
I thought we had it.
Did,
I
Yeah,
thought I had
we
it.
did.
but I didn't know
I see.
how it worked.
Right.
I thought it went from like
Yeah, I think
from
he had
Colin
it up.
to Cuddlebear, then Cuddlebear to me. I didn't-
It kind of does, but it's like a telepathic link. So when somebody speaks, you actually
Yeah.
do hear it in their voice. So
Okay.
And that's
So, yeah.
in range. It's like it's 11 areas.
yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah. So I am going over here,
What's
staying in the air.
What's the range of his flight?
It is. I should be fine. It's an incredible flight.
Oh yeah, you're
Isn't
fine.
it? Yeah, no, it's excellent.
I think you're still fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still fine. So I'm going to get about halfway there and have Karen use the targeting system to laser blast him.
Okay.
Which is remarkable. So I will call Karma.
You're like the auto tune of Spider-Man.
Uh-huh. Did that not roll? Karma. There we go.
Okay. Now,
It's not
did you roll on the remarkable column?
I did, yes.
You should be rolling on the amazing column because
Oh, that's right, +2. Yep.
That's the targeting system. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Karma.
Yeah. See, that targeting system really does well, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
How much? And then the damage on that does what?
is remarkable.
Okay. So you hit Dusk, and he or she ends up
Yeah.
falling behind that sign there that they were standing
Mhm.
on. Okay,
Okay.
and falls out of sight from you. Anybody else have another action?
I actually still have one more.
Yeah, I know.
And Malachite had one more.
Okay, all right. So Malachite, go ahead.
I can see Prodigy there. What is Prodigy in the building or?
He is spider webbed to the crane
Yeah, he's asleep.
and unconscious.
Mission. Okay. And Jackpot is nowhere to be seen. Or what? Well, I guess we're in there.
Yeah, there's a couple of holes in the drywall of the building, and the dust is settling back there, so you can't really see her, but you know roughly where she went.
Okay. All right. kind of move back over here with the group and kind of hold a defensive action in case something happens.
Okay. Back to Spider Wasp then.
Yeah, I will fly like a bird over to probably about 30 feet above the building, looking down at where is dusk there.
There is a pool of blackness that encompasses probably about 5 squares on top of this building. So that whole roof of that building is just encapsulated in darkness.
Gotcha. Karen, can you see through that?
Calculating. Whatever this is, it's not something that my sensors can actually see through.
Damn it. I am going to cast the widest web I can down onto the roof to try to, cover him.
Okay.
And I'll let you decide how big that is because I have no idea.
All right, agility.
Karma. I'll keep it a yellow.
Okay.
Well, how does that go to? Yeah, I'll take it to a red.
Okay. You spray that in a wide spread, and it hits this basically like small dome that is covering the top of the building and attaches to it.
Okay.
So the webbing is now over top of this black dome.
Gotcha.
And that brings us to the end of the round. And we will go back to the top. So that would be Ricochet. Let's see if he can even do anything.
Can you even do anything?
What is the material strength of your darkness? Amazing. All right, he's going to need a red. Doesn't get it. You see the bubble basically that you created just start to kind of bounce a little bit back and forth. So he is like, it seems like he's bouncing off of the interior of that thing rather quickly to try to see if he can weaken it at all.
Nice.
But he's not able to actually punch out of there at this point.
Just keep on making circles around him. Just layer upon layer upon layer.
It's like a Russian nesting doll.
Yeah.
All right, Spider Wasp.
Has anything come out of that web?
Not to your knowledge, no.
And it's still there?
The dome is still there currently, yes.
This building's under construction, correct?
It is. Mm-hmm.
So I can see the floors underneath it? I'm gonna fly up.
Not from your angle, no.
Okay. Well, yeah, not from my angle, but I would be able to. First of all, I'm going to roll for actions. Karma. That gets me 3. I'm gonna fly over and go down to where I'm, 1 floor below, looking in. Am I seeing anything?
Okay. You do not. Underneath, no.
I'm gonna hold.
Okay. Cuddle Bear.
How far have the girls gotten?
They're pretty much all the way down to the bottom at this point. And they're getting ready to head out the back of the building.
Okay. So they're pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making my way back to the group.
Making my way.
Yeah. I'll armor up and fly. Oh wait.
Yep, you should be able to get around the building and into this area, probably over here. So what you see right now is a big hole in the wall leading back into the building, and what appears to be like a black dome over top of the building on the opposite side of the construction site, and then another black ball that seems to be shaking around in the pit.
Okay. All right. Prodigy's there out. I see everybody over there.
As far as any villains in plain sight, you don't see any.
I'm gonna kind of come to roost on the top of the crane there.
Okay.
And then that'll pretty much. Oh well, I'm just kind of. How goes is the battle over? I don't see any villains about.
Dusk is still here somewhere.
But looks like Ricochet and Jackpot have been taken care of.
Jackpot's gotten out somewhere into the building. No guarantee.
Well, the other one has and what's her name, Joe. They have decided to flee this place, and hopefully they will also have decided to reform their ways. But they are now safely away.
Before you get any further with that, something happens.
Great.
Oh shit! No, nothing happens. You had that bit of the conversation. That's cool.
And I'll be like, I suggest we take Prodigy and leave.
Karen, try to find Dusk again.
And you do see, as you're saying that, the dome underneath the webbing beginning to dissipate at that point. And it reveals that there is no one there underneath the dome.
Shit. He's gone. Karen, can you find him?
Calculating. If they are here, I believe that they have intentionally changed their signature. I do not detect them.
Damn it.
And at about that moment, you hear coming from the building, and Jackpot comes running out and is kind of standing at now, comes to a skidding halt at the top of that pit and is kind of looking around. She sees a black ball down in the bottom and then malachite, and she now just is going to jump down on top of malachite.
Bring it, bitch.
Ooh. The charge.
Could I get to go before?
Oh, was that her? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you do.
Sweet.
Yep, you can. So you see her coming out of the building. You hear that coming, and you see her, and she is now leaping in midair in an attempt to jump onto malachite. So batter up.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing, just not at -3 column shift this time. But I will call Karma.
Okay.
And that is just so 72.
It's 82.
Yeah, it's at least 82. Another 10, and it goes red.
All right.
So I will do that.
All right, so you just throw a ball at her and catch her right in midair, and she just keeps on flying. over to the other side of the pit, bounces off the wall, and then rolls down right beside Malachite in a nice, tidy little ball.
Oh.
That's a great putt, I believe. Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Nicely done.
All right, and everything kind of falls quiet at that point. Dusk is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we can now actually leave with all of these villains.
Are we going to take these villains in?
Well, we need Prodigy by himself, but
Yeah.
we'll have to release.
Yeah,
But
like-
I don't want to take them back anywhere and let Dusk follow us, not unbeknownst to us.
So we'll just call in the. Weren't those guys supposed to be? Oh, I guess they didn't organize the task force because Duke got killed.
Right.
They never got the message.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
drop them off at the police station, maybe, or Nyx will slowly start creating the mechanisms for a fairly decent-sized trebuchet.
Yeah. Well, the only we don't have anybody at the in the police department that's on our side anymore,
Yeah, no liaisons.
so we can't go there ourselves. They'll arrest us.
But we can just drop them off there, like I've had don't vigilantes do that sometimes. Just drop the.
I guess we can.
Yeah, I can fly them over and hang them over a street light, so they just dangle outside of the police
Well, like
station.
Spider-Man used to do stuff like that, right? Just leave them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
And we can take Prodigy back separately. I'm gonna reach out to the insects
Mhm.
and see if they know of any. Can't really talk to them, but see if they have any. If they feel that there's somebody else here besides us.
Okay. And you have limited, like communication
Right.
skills with them. I mean,
Yeah.
it just takes a moment to kind of comprehend what it is,
Yeah.
that you're getting back from them. But yeah.
Well, karma that. Yeah, I'll take that to yellow.
You get the feeling back from them that they saw the black thing
Hey,
appear and disappear and appear and disappear, and it is gone.
Okay. I don't think he's here. I think he ran.
yeah, because they're basically like punk kids anyway. But
Yeah. Well, he was probably the most powerful one, so
yeah, he's still outnumbered.
yeah. So if you guys want to take the other two back to one of the precinct stations, we can take Prodigy
Sounds good. Can you
back
web
to
them together?
Ganymede. I'm sorry, what?
If you can just web them together, I can go and drop them off.
Yeah, no problem. Would my web stick to that stuff?
It's solid. Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
okay. Yeah,
So
I
basically,
will.
you're going to hang a pair of testicles on top of a
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
So I
black
am.
light
wall.
post.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll web them together so that he can, Nyx can grab them and carry them.
yeah, and I'll just sign D's on them.
Heard you were looking for D's.
Exactly. And she will
Oh,
do
did,
just that too.
Cuddle Bear, did everybody else get out okay?
Yes.
You know where they went.
Well, last I checked, they were on their way out. But yes,
Okay.
they are safe.
Yeah, let's
They
let's
were safe.
get
You don't know if
these.
they are safe.
I'll grab Prodigy off the crane, web them nice and tightly, and head back to, we'll do it. What we're doing, you know what.
So, and you're going to take him back to Ganymede, do you think?
Gonna take Prodigy back to Ganymede, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Maya will go to the nearest police precinct that she knows, which is, I don't think she knows.
Probably here, Hell's Kitchen is probably the closest.
Yeah, but she doesn't know exactly where.
Mm-hmm.
She'll ask, like, where can I drop these? Where's the police station? I can just.
Where was it? Was it damage control? Were we at their headquarters when we?
No, that was the Hell's Kitchen precinct.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the one.
say take them there.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll go with you, and I'll be like, we'll take them to this place, and that way I can guide you there.
Gotcha.
You just hang out in the web.
Can I carry Malachite?
Or fly as a giant metallic robot.
What is your strength, Clint?
My strength is. My wing flight is excellent. My strength is excellent.
Yeah, no, you won't be able to pick him up.
I have remarkable flight and strength of incredible.
But he can get back without.
Yeah, he can dig, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can dig it.
All right, so you guys make the drop off at the police station with no issues, and Colin takes Ricky / Prodigy back to Ganymede, and you all can kind of reconvene there. When you get there, Darius is kind of poking around a bit. He sees that you've got another individual with you, and he's like, all right, then, what's this then?
We just keep picking up strays.
What's your plan with this one?
We need to talk to him about his dad.
His dad?
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's keep this maybe away from the rest of the folks. We'll see if we can maybe spirit him away up to the old sanctuary. It's probably the best place in case something gets out of hand. We at least have a lot of room.
Right. Sounds good.
So he takes you guys up to the sanctuary up on the second floor. And they've kind of cleared out all of the pews and everything in here, so it is really pretty much a big open space that they're really just trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do with this space at this point. But it's a good kind of meeting room, and we'll give you guys an opportunity to kind of keep this guy at least out of sight from the rest of the folks in the dormitory area.
Yeah.
And he's kind of starting to kind of groggily come to.
We'll take his suit off of him.
Okay.
Are you gonna wet him up?
The laser eye was just from the suit, right? That wasn't a superpower.
You don't know that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll web him up and blindfold him.
Just in case.
Just don't walk in front of him.
He then starts to kind of come to. He's like, "Hey, oh shit! Where the fuck
You're
am
okay.
I?"
You're not in any danger. You're okay. We're actually kind of friends.
Are you still wearing the helmet?
Yeah, I'll take that off, and I will be in the form of the kid of the guy that met them. He met him earlier that he gave the drugs to.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. All right. So the one you were initially masquerading as.
Yes, exactly. Gotcha. Okay. You're okay. We're not gonna hurt you.
Shit.
Actually,
I knew it.
Hey, you were right. Sorry. All of your friends are safe. None of them are dead. They're okay.
What is that sound so?
Yeah. What is it? The Hornet? That he's okay. He's here with us.
Who are you guys?
Well, for starters, we're not all guys.
Yeah. I am a cat.
What? Hold on. That's a cat in Iron Man armor?
It's a long story.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and de-armor. There you go.
Oh, that's freaky.
The sun's settling for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, we need to talk to. Yeah. We. What are? Yeah. We need to talk to the owl, and I think you possibly could tell us how to get to him, maybe through your dad.
My dad? You know who my dad is?
Yeah.
Yes. We were kind of looking for him and kind of think you could help us find him.
Well, oh, shit. I mean, I got no problem throwing my dad under the bus. I mean, but who are you guys anyway? I mean, what's your interest in this? Why do you want to find the owl?
Because he's trying to. He knows who we are, and he's threatening us.
He's already killed one of our friends.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Man, I'm sorry about that, dude. So,
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys like superheroes or something?
Or something.
Yeah, I guess we are now.
We are the... Hold on, I had something.
All right, well, okay. Let's just kind of clear the air. I mean, are you going to like try to turn me over to the cops or whatever?
If you help us, no.
And also if you reform your evil ways.
Well, okay, but that's it. See, I mean, I'm not trying to be evil here. I mean, if anything, I'm really trying to get back at my dad, who kind of is a bad guy.
Yeah.
But selling drugs that give people superpowers is not a good thing.
Okay, so there's a little gray area there.
Just a little.
But
Maya will just smack the shit out.
Holy shit. Oh God. What the fuck?
There's no gray area.
Look, my dad, the guy you know as the fixer, he left my mom when I was a kid, when I was a baby, and I've only seen him when he decides that he wants to be in my life, and that's it. That's the only connection I've had with that dude. And a couple of days after the blip, he shows up at my grandma's house with a wad of cash and a bunch of nice clothes, telling me that he wants to make amends. And I see that as a perfect opportunity to fuck him in the ass. Because of all the shit that he put me and my mom and my grandma through, I went with him. I met some of his cronies, some of the guys that he was working with, and we went to this place called the Neon Pit. It's a nightclub in Hell's Kitchen.
We're aware of it.
Supposedly, I guess this is the place where the owl has like his meetings with his gang or whatever, and that's just kind of where they all meet up before they go on to the next thing.
Yeah, but they're probably not going to be using that anymore.
Well, the other place that he took me that I knew about, and this is where I got the armor and the drugs, was a warehouse by the docks over in Hell's.
Yeah, we've been there too.
You've been there too. So, yeah. I mean, Dad gave me this suit, okay? I can't even call him Dad. Anyway, he gave me this suit just to kind of do a test run on it.
Sure.
He let me have it for a day or two. I went back to the warehouse later that night, stole the other armors that I could get my hands on, and a case of that drug.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad called it K. Just K. I don't know what it stands for, but that's what he was calling it. But he was talking about how some of the other guys that he was working with were working on extracting it, whatever that means.
Extracting it from what?
I don't know. I didn't stick around enough to find out. All I knew is I saw what it did to some of the other lesser cronies that were associated with the Owls gang, and figured I could probably figure out a way to use that for myself. Now here's the thing though, this is what I found out from Dad, is like that drug only works on certain types of individuals.
Okay, what types?
People that have potentially an innate ability already residing inside them. And if you inject somebody with it and they start going woohoo crazy, then you know that they're not compatible with it. But if you inject them and then the powers start coming out, you know they're compatible. Now,
sounds similar to the process that actually created me. It was similar. Originally, the crystals had to work with certain something in one's DNA to awaken their inhuman abilities. I wonder if they're extracting it from some sort of inhuman or some, perhaps even an alien. Wasn't there just a report of a spaceship landing?
That had Stark on it.
And also other people, but they didn't identify the other people.
Karen?
Yes. I forgot you were talking to me.
Are you able to find out anything about the ship that Stark was on when he landed? That's not public knowledge.
Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
Loading.
I'm trying to remember out of game. Here we go. I'll put the antlers on.
Nice.
I'm actually trying to remember what ship that was that they did bring back. It was not the Milano, because the Milano was already destroyed, right?
Yeah.
But it was the other Guardians of the Galaxy ship, wasn't it?
I thought it was the Milano.
No, Milano got destroyed in Guardians 2.
The other one,
But it was the ship that they were using in
At the end of Guardians 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
So yeah, it wasn't. It was the Guardian ship though. That was very much the same style. Like
it was the Guardian ship. Yeah, but it wasn't the Milano, and I forget what they called the second one. It was definitely in reference to some other hot chick in the 1980s or 90s, if I remember right. May have to look that up.
A through D were fucking ugly.
Okay.
Joke.
It's, according to the wiki, it was called the Benatar.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah. Now, does it say anything about the make of that? What the alien race was, where that came from, or was that? Oh no, it was the Kree. I think it was a Kree ship, wasn't it?
Benatar is an M-class spaceship. Guardians used after the damaged Milano was left behind. That's all it says. But yeah, I kind of thought it was a Kree.
Because it was. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so no, it was a Ravager. It was a Ravager ship.
Oh.
Okay. And the make of that then could essentially be, any type of alien race.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, Karen says, it is a ship that is associated with a type of, for lack of a better description, space pirate.
Space pirates.
And is a ship that potentially could be cobbled together from several alien races. So indeterminate.
Okay.
I would like to see the ship. I never
We-
thought.
Yeah. We could. I mean, I don't know.
We must first deal with these matters at hand.
Right.
But yeah. So turning to what's his name? What was his name? Prodigy. You don't know anything else about the where they extract it, where the process comes from.
No, we really didn't get into it that deep. He was just kind of telling me a little bit about the drug and the process, but that it was being extracted by some of his buddies there.
Do you know how often he acquired it?
It seems like they had a pretty steady flow from the sound of it.
Great. So how do you get a hold of your dad when you need to?
Well, I don't.
Do you think
after I stole all the shit, I pretty much just kind of started gathering up, my own crew in order to kind of come back and attack him and the rest of his guys so that we could basically abscond with all the rest of their shit and then sell it and become millionaires and get the fuck out of New York?
Yeah, so what's up with the shadow dude?
Oh, Dusk? It's not a dude, actually. It's a chick, but
Okay, the shadow girl.
The suit makes her look like a dude.
Yeah, she's still out there. Is she gonna come looking for you?
I don't know, man.
Do you think your father will come looking for you?
He's probably already looking for me at this point because I stole probably $10 million worth of equipment from him.
Oh, good. He's looking for us too.
I was going to say, perhaps we can use that to our advantage.
And at that moment, you hear this, and the rose window that overlooks the sanctuary just explodes in. And the glass just scatters all over across the floor. A flash of red and gold glances off one of the pillars and bounces off the floor and skids to a halt, slamming into the wall at the back of the sanctuary. An Iron Man staggers to his feet, rubbing his armored head, and says, "Okay, not my best interest, but at least it wasn't on camera this time. Sorry about the window. You might as well start a tab. Where is he? The kid going around pretending to be Spider-Man. I know he's here. I just want to talk to him." And he kind of scans the room for a second, and he spots you with his with your hand up.
And
Is that my super suit? Is that my super suit? That looks like one of my super suits.
It's
Where did you get a super suit?
one of your super suits. I stole it from him, pointing towards Prodigy.
Karen, are you in there? Yes, Mr. Stark, I'm here.
She's been very helpful. Please don't take her away from me.
You know that's not the asset that you're assigned to protect, right? I'm aware, Mr. Stark. It's a bit complicated. Well, I'm going to uncomplicate things. Initiate override PKR 747 May.
What? No, stop!
Okay, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? You overrode the override, Mr. Stark, when you and the asset were aboard the Black Order ship. Well, I take it back. You said you would say that, Mr. Stark, The override has been overridden. That's not Parker! And he sends a repulsor blast in your general direction.
Anybody else react or do anything?
You may, yes.
At this point, I think that Mr.
I'm
Stark,
going to dodge.
Stark, calm yourself, man.
Let me...
Maya will try to jump in front of the blast.
The repulsor blast, okay.
Nix will, yeah. Well, she's Maya, but she'll nix it up.
Nix it up.
And then, yeah, I'm just gonna jump into like his arms, like
into Iron Man's arms.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just think at him, please, Mr. Stark, if you give us time to explain.
Okay, so Spider Wasp is gonna dodge. Nix is gonna jump in the way, and Cuddle Bear is gonna jump into his arms and try to reason with him. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm hoping that he'll just kind of reflexively catch me because I'm a cat jumping into his arms.
Okay, so
He's a dog person. You are.
all right, so I'm just going to put him at amazing monsters. All right, so monstrous to shoot.
God.
Jesus.
And got a yellow to hit. Okay, so now Nix, you're attempting to put yourself in between. So I'm going to have you roll next. And you're going to roll agility to do that. You've got to get a yellow to be able to put yourself in harm's way.
All right.
Spider Wasp, if you're going to dodge, you go ahead and roll that.
I'm going to call Karma.
So that's
I'm going now.
Karma.
Yes. Chris?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ow! Hey, oh.
Okay,
Did I
good.
not roll? I
Alright.
didn't roll. Karma. Oh, why am I rolling under the comet?
No, but you shouldn't.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's yeah. You just might have accidentally clicked on him.
I didn't.
I get him out of there anyway since he's not actually there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a 67 minimum. It's a yellow. Amazing.
All right, so yeah, you're able to take the brunt of that damage.
Odd. Yeah, and
Which-
I'll go green.
And that'll take 2 column shifts away from any residual damage that potentially you might take, but I think Nix just took all of it for you. So,
Okay.
Is monstrous damage.
All right. I have remarkable protection, so is that 45?
Mm-hmm. And Cuddle Bear, if you'll roll intuition.
Vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging from the ceiling right now, by the way.
Okay.
And so definitely he seems stressed out. So I want to try to be kind of my ability to my talent for comforting him to be like, hey, if you would just give us a moment to explain and calm down.
Okay, so you're using the Inception.
No, I'm using my talent.
Oh,
My
just
comfort.
talent? Okay,
Yeah, it gives me +1 for intuition.
gotcha. Okay.
And what is my intuition? My intuition is Impriables, so that makes it amazing. Should have got Karma. Oh, but 77's good. That's yellow.
Okay.
Mr. Stark, please. I know you're upset, but we are the good guys here.
And he pauses for a moment, like he threw out his right arm. You jumped up in his left, and now he's cradling. Are you in your Iron Cat?
No, I'm in just the regular, just me, because I had de-armored when we were talking to.
Gotcha. All right. And he looks down and he looks back up at the group and he looks down again and he's like, "Is this cat talking to me?"
Yes, I am, sir. I am Mr. Cuddlebear.
I don't want to hurt you. So you
I'm starting to
go-
want to hurt you as Nick stands up.
Mr.
you
Stark.
go over here.
Mr. Stark.
Okay. Yeah. You've reached a little pause here. So yes. What?
Mr. Stark. I'm sorry. My name's Colin. My parents were war scrolls that landed on the Earth after the wars and hid here, and they had me here. I went to high school with Peter, so I knew he was Spider-Man. So I took some of his powers, and I've taken other powers.
Means borrowed.
And when I take their powers, apparently I get some of their DNA, and that's why I can use the suit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything like this, but when Peter didn't return after the blip, I couldn't help myself. It was wrong, and I know, and I got in over my head, but it's our little group here. We're trying to do some right things here. There's a drug going around called K that the owl is pushing to turn people into, to give people powers, and we're trying to stop him. And
I'd say
that's what we're trying to do here.
There's an impending gang war between the Owl and the Kingpin. And Colin here has been doing much to atone for his former transgressions.
Nix will walk forward and say, "You don't owe this absentee landlord any apologies. We did what we had to do to survive." And she just kind of points and says, "Now what are you going to do now that you're back? Right? You're back, right? You haven't been here just watching the world fall apart for 5 years. You're actually back and now want to help. Is that correct, sir?"
All right, little missy. I don't like the attitude, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Clunk. And he falls over face first on the ground.
Aaron, what's wrong with him?
Calculating. One moment. I'm accessing.
We're in Ganymede, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna think out to, I guess, whoever the nurse is.
Ain't no nurse.
Is Darius around?
But you're
Science person.
Yeah, you're talking about shit. I forgot her name too, but I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah, and be like, we need some first aid, or at least some for
Vera. Yeah.
Vera.
Vera. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And at about that moment, anyway, Darius comes running into the room. Oh my God! What happened? Jesus Christ! Is that Iron Man?
Yeah, he kind of just passed out.
Over.
Oh Christ!
He broke the window.
All right, okay, but can anyone pick him up?
I'll go over and grab him by the scruff of
Malachite?
Oh, Malachite could too as well.
Yeah, Malachite could probably get him. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Cuddlebear will go over, and then Malachite will be like, "No, I think I've got this."
What do you lean up as he lifts him up? I helped.
Yeah.
As you guys are lifting him up over your shoulder, you hear outside the screeching of tires, and then two doors open and then quickly shut, and two individuals that are shouting at each other. Is this the place? I think it's the place. A male and a female. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Look at the window. He must have crashed through there.
I'll run over to the window and look down.
And you see a kind of thin redhead and a kind of pudgy dude with thinning hair up at the top, running towards the building. I think he's got to be in there.
Karen, who are these people?
Oh, those are companions of Mr. Stark, Pepper Potts and Happy Hogan.
What?
Those are interesting names.
I
guess
guys, we've got company of Mr. Stark's friends,
Super
Pepper and
variety?
Happy.
Vera radios up to Darius and says, Darius, we've got a little situation down here. And he's like, yeah, we got a situation up here as well. There are 2 people here looking for Mr. Stark. Yeah, tell him he's up here. We'll meet him downstairs in the basement. Fine. And then she cuts out, and you guys now are starting to head down towards the basement area.
Okay.
Once you guys get down there, you see Pepper and Happy that come rushing at Malachi. Oh my God, is he okay? What did you do to him?
Nothing. We didn't do anything to him. He flew in, he yelled at us, and then he passed out.
Oh God, we got to get him out of the armor. Okay, just set him down somewhere. You guys have like a gurney or something around here?
Darius? Yes, the floor.
He pulls out like a rolling table, and Malachite puts him down on there. And she goes over to his neck and his hand and starts to kind of press in certain little areas, and then you see the armor just kind of retract into the medallion that's on his chest, and he is in a hospital gown, and is not this Tony Stark that you remember seeing on TV and in the newspapers and online, in YouTube videos and so forth. He is emaciated and has probably lost about 50 pounds. Looks pretty dehydrated and not in the best of shape.
What's wrong with him?
He's been lost for the last almost 3 weeks. He just came back a couple of days ago. We got him into the hospital, and we're trying to get him pumped back up with fluids and everything, but he's highly dehydrated and emaciated. He's malnourished. And then he saw this thing on the news, and there was a picture of somebody that looked like he was dressed up as Spider-Man, and he took off.
That was me.
And Happy looks at you and he's like, is that a super suit? Do you have a super suit? Where did you get a super suit?
I stole it.
You stole it? Where did you steal it from?
It's a long story.
Yeah, Nick stands up and says, I stole it from a man that called himself, how was it?
The Hornet.
The Hornet. Yeah. And we're sitting here surviving, and so I gave it to him.
Yeah, and then it kind of claimed me.
And this whole room is just chaos right now, with Happy yelling at you guys, and you guys trying to explain to him, and Pepper is kind of trying to wake Tony up, and he finally wakes up, and she's yelling at him. What are you thinking? You're still too weak. You just got back, and you run off, and you do this. You're in the hospital. These are just kids. And
I take out my vape.
Mr. Cuddlebear is just like, please, everyone, calm down. Please, everyone, everyone settle down, please.
Are you suggesting this, or are you just trying?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. This will be no, I don't have enough karma to try the power stunt. I guess I'm just gonna just loudly, meow, and everybody is like, Yeah, like doing the whistle, but I'm just gonna be like, ah! Like just super loud to like into everybody's mind, just to get them to shut up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll do it. So everybody kind of draws their attention at this point to the cat that's sitting in the middle of the room.
If everyone could just please calm down for a second.
Working on it.
And Pepper looks at Tony and she says, "Is that cat talking to us?" And he says,
Yes.
"I think so, yes."
Yes, we are all here on the same side, the side of good, and we are all dealing with extraordinary circumstances right now. So the last thing we need is the chaos of being at each other's throats. We are at an awkward moment of introduction here, but if we can all just take a moment to relax, I feel that we can come to some sort of mutual understanding.
The cat being logical is strange. I'll allow it.
Well, I had a run-in with a talking raccoon just recently, so this really
What?
isn't that out of the box.
Yes.
Okay, so let me just say sorry. Things kind of got a little out of hand. And Pepper says, and Hap both say, "You think?" Right. I came in here a little hot-headed, and I'm sorry for that. It's a nice place you got here, really. Who does your decorating? Jim Jones?
Who's Jim Jones?
the guy that was in charge of
Kool-Aid guy.
what'd you say?
Not the good Kool-Aid man, but the real bad Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, the really bad Kool-Aid man. Yeah.
About 200
What?
people committed suicide. Really?
Jonestown?
That is
Jonestown, yeah.
seriously. You have never heard of that, Colin? Come on.
No, Colin hasn't, but no, I haven't.
Seriously.
Darius says, "Well, that's
Like
not very
freshman year
nice."
stuff.
Tony says, "Sorry, but you gotta admit it comes off a little culty. Doesn't it seem a little culty to you guys? Am I the only one?"
Yeah, that's what happens when we do the same thing you're doing without money.
Yeah. All right, so you people without money and my super suits, who are you? Can I at least ask you that?
For this point, I'll armor up and I will say, we are the Cuddle Bear Commandos.
Fuck no.
No, we're not.
The cat
Yeah,
has
not
my
even
super suit?
close. Yes. Everyone but me has the super suit.
You don't need a super suit.
We
Thanks for
appreciate
taking the
the
shot
use
for
of
me,
rare
by the way.
technology, Smart. Although I could offer some improvements.
Who are we? We do need a name.
I've been spouting out names for like 2 or 3 sessions. They've been
Yeah, but they're all about
Yes.
you.
But in the last 2 nights of game time, Maya has not wanted to be a part of a group with these people at all. So let's we're not a thing yet. How about that?
Our name is to be determined.
TBD.
TBD.
No.
Um,
TBD.
we're new at this, so we're just trying to figure it out.
New Warriors.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Taken.
Yeah.
Was
Not
it?
yet.
I guess not.
Not in this universe. But yeah.
You guys have Avengers? Sure.
So
I just saw the movie.
you, kid, that's pretending to be Spider-Man,
Not anymore.
you said something upstairs that your parents are war scrolls.
Yes, I too would. have
And
questions.
what is that exactly?
We're a race of basically shapeshifters. But I'm kind of special in the fact that not only can I shapeshift, I can borrow when I.
Well, okay, wait a minute. Wait.
Ew.
You can
He cannot become a
shapeshift. So
Yeah.
that's not your real face.
No.
And you can look like Peter.
I've done that, yes.
He could
Are
look
you-
like anyone.
Are you
I'm not gonna-
green?
Am I green?
Yeah.
Are you
green?
seriously?
Okay, it's like, what's wrong with being green?
Maybe.
Got fuzzy. Are you green? Next, we'll say.
But I'll just shift into my natural form.
Right, so he shifts into his natural form and he grows big pointy ears and a very wrinkly chin, and his skin turns green and he has no hair.
This is me.
Your chin resembles bald human testicles.
That's not nice. But I know.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Anyway, next we'll just kind of what the fuck, and
Why do you ask?
ink up
If
and
I was-
leave. Like she's
Did you-
gonna take off.
Next.
Oh, she's gonna
No,
leave?
what?
Yeah, she's gonna leave.
Where are you going?
She flies up to the ceiling or the rooftop and gonna just keep an eye out and leave that conversation.
Okay. Okay.
Why did you ask if I was? Have you seen people like me?
No, I haven't, but somebody just recently told me about your kind. And I just wasn't quite sure. But now here you are. Huh. I'll be damned.
What?
No, just it's so much has happened in these last couple of weeks. It's just it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, we've all been feeling that.
So that's your real face,
Yes.
but you've used your powers to duplicate the guy that used to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Used to be, you said. What has become of Peter Parker?
He blipped.
So you know who he was.
Yeah. But we don't know that
Yeah.
he was flipped, right? Because we weren't. That's like.
You saw me as Peter Parker.
Yeah, but I don't think we knew. We just knew he was gone. Or not, like we did, I don't think we. I didn't know if we knew that he was actually dead.
I kind of I thought he was, and then Karen confirmed it.
Oh.
Peter Parker was just a kid from Queens who just wanted to be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man
He was a good guy.
until he got mixed up with me.
Like a good boy.
And then he wanted to be an Avenger or my sidekick or whatever.
Ugh.
I knew he was not experienced enough for this, but he was just determined enough to keep getting his neck into trouble because, I don't know, I guess he liked me. And because he wanted to help people. And he died in outer space, away from his only family. He died in my arms after facing the biggest, nastiest son of a bitch in the universe. And he wasn't scared of that big son of a bitch. But you know what he was scared of? Dying and not understanding why. I don't know who you are, kid. But no offense, you're not Peter Parker.
I know I'm not.
And Karen speaks up. Mr. Stark, if I may. What is it, Karen? You are correct in the fact that this isn't Peter Parker. But due to the nature of this boy's powers, there is an essence of Peter Parker within his DNA. And from what I have ascertained in the scant few hours I have been merged with his consciousness, while he may be scared from time to time of the deeds and actions he finds himself in, deep down he is very much like Peter Parker. He puts his neck out for his friends, and he has lost someone he respected very recently, I'm afraid. And like you, he mourns his loss. Tony, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I get out of the armor, and I'm just like, and literally, Peter Parker still lives within Colin. His DNA is right there.
I gotta say, I gotta stop putting compassion engines into my AIs. Okay, so talk. What's your deal? What's this stuff going on with this drug that you were talking about? I think I remember you saying something about a drug before I so eloquently passed out in your arms.
Yeah, the owl is got this drug that he's pushing out as much as he can. We don't know where it's coming from. His son says it's being extracted from somewhere, and it gives people powers. Not everybody. You kind of have to have that, I guess. I don't know. The capability in you to have powers first.
Something genetic.
Yeah, and he's basically, I mean, the first step he's trying to do is he's trying to take over, get rid of the Kingpin. So there's gonna, and I mean, they're both bad. So we're just trying to figure out what to do and trying to figure out how to stop them.
There's always been so much loss of life.
I know, and they've killed their own. They killed Detective McCarthy.
Yeah.
This is the guy that you were close to. That.
Yeah, and now they're threatening some of Peter's friends that I was kind of in contact with when I was acting like Peter.
Wait,
and
who's this then?
It's Martin Lee. He runs Feast, and then just this old guy I played checkers with a couple times.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
God damn it, half of the universe has been wiped away in a snap of a finger, and this shit is still happening.
I know. You'd think people would learn.
Okay. I need a minute. Can I have a minute?
Can I get a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I need to talk to my people here.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go find Nix.
Okay.
And I'm going to shapeshift back into Cowpen.
Mm-hmm. Into Colin.
Yeah, into Colin.
I think he might have stepped away from the camera there for a minute. So.
Yeah.
I guess me and Malachite will kind of give them the room.
You're there.
Oh, are you
yeah,
there?
I'm here. I
Okay.
went to the restroom and then I had to turn off my phone, or my headset. I'm back.
All right.
Sorry, did you guys? I'm still on the roof.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, and you've disappeared from your feed there as well, so we just don't see you at all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just figured, hey, nobody wants to see my ugly mug if I'm up on the roof. Sorry,
Oh,
yeah.
come
No,
on
I'm here.
now.
I'm here. I'm just listening. But
Okay.
yeah, no, she's up
in
on the roof.
listening range for Iron Man and his crew, though.
I'm gonna.
He was dropping.
Yeah, I'll go up to the roof to find Nix.
All right. So you hop up to the roof.
Yeah.
And Nix, are you just kind of hanging out there on the roof?
Maya is, yeah. She's
All
just crying.
Are you okay?
Hey! Here's my face. No, yeah. So yeah, no, she's just up on the roof crying. And if she notices or anyone coming up, of course she stops.
Maya?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No.
What?
Why would...
I'll leave if you want me to. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter who's here. Doesn't matter that I'm here. She kind of just leans back and like just stares up at the sky. I don't know what the roof looks like or whatever, but if there's that.
It matters you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You saved me just a few minutes ago from Iron Man.
Iron Man wasn't going to kill you.
He most certainly was.
If you looked the way you say you did, I can see how he might have a problem with that. So not only were you not Peter Parker, you're an alien.
Yeah.
Just my luck. Just my luck.
I'm an alien, but I'm me. I haven't shown you who I really am because I knew people would react like this. All I want to do is be... My parents are gone. I have no idea how to take care of myself. I just need friends. And you're a friend. And I'm sorry I hid part of me from you, but who I am doesn't matter if I'm green or I look like Peter Parker or if I look like this or if I look like you or if I look like Mr. Cuddlebear. I'm me. That's what matters.
Maya turns around and does a really forceful like on Colin's cheeks, like, and then just gives him a big kiss and says, "Yeah. So Maya was my mom. I'm actually 15. My name's Lilith. Bye." And then she just flies away.
And that'll bring an end to this session right there. Did you catch all of that, Clint?
I did. And that's exactly what's happening right now.
What the hell?
Well, I wasn't expecting that to happen tonight, but that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out again, guys.
Yep. See you in a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.